With the tough economy and the downward trend in pension plans, many workers are having trouble saving for retirement. 59% of American workers say they are currently saving for retirement, but 56% say they have less than $25,000 in savings and investments. So a lot of us aren't doing that well. Every week, we have ways that we focus on helping you get a jump start in the workforce. Valerie Burton, author of Successful Women Think Differently, yes, joins us. That's a great title. That's a great title. Valerie, okay, let's focus in on which generations specifically are having the toughest time. Who is it?
Well, you know, we always think of baby boomers because there are so many people in the last few years who are kind of planning for retirement and they've had to change their retirement plans. But there really does need to be a wake-up call for Generation X and younger, because if you really think about it, half as many people are having pensions as 30 years ago. There are a lot more independent contractors. Those people don't even have 401k plans. No. So it's really, really important that you begin thinking about, what do I need to do in order to make sure I can retire? Otherwise, 30 years from now, we're
all going to be in a world of trouble.
In a crisis.
Okay, so what choices can you make in your career and with your jobs that can help you when it comes to retirement?
Yeah, well, the first thing that's really important is to just get a reality check.
That's good.
Get a reality check. You know what? It does look different. And even when we look at, you know, Social Security, the increase in taxes, we don't know what it's going to look like 30 years from now. So I always say, plan as though you're not going to have any of those things. Plan as though you're entirely responsible for your retirement. And a part of that reality check really is the fact that, you know, we don't learn these things in school. Employers are not required to teach them. So you want to invest in your own financial education.
Okay. You also say, do the math.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, a lot of people never do the math. They never say, well, how much do I need?
Oh, that's true.
And what is it going to take for me to be able to get there? When it comes to, for example, getting a job offer, a company that is going to give you a match versus one that perhaps isn't, or the match is going to be less, what's the long-term difference going to be for you 10 years down the road or 30 years down the road if you take one job over the other? You've got to sit down and do the math.
Oh, and actually that should be a factor in deciding whether or not to take a job, you
Absolutely,
think?
because your career is not just about the title you get or moving up the ladder. It's about securing your financial future.
Okay, I like that. You also say set a goal date.
Yeah. Yeah. Have a dream. We always joke that baby boomers thought they would be forever young, but you know what? If you're under 40, there's a high likelihood that you haven't really thought about, what is the dream? When am I going to retire? So set a goal date, and that will force you to be able to see what the actual action steps will be. So have your goal date in mind and then kind of back into those action steps. What will you need to do a little bit differently than perhaps your parents or your grandparents did in order to be able to retire?
Okay. And if you are lucky enough to still have a 401k, you say figure out a way to maximize your company match.
Yes. So a lot of people just kind of ignore that. But if your company matches, you want to make sure that you're maximizing that. It's free money. And we hear it over and over again, but too many people really are not maximizing it. And when we look at retirement savings, for example, this is amazing. Almost half of people say they figured out how much they need to for retirement by guessing. So again, this goes back to doing the math.
You can't do that. And I've also found, I think we all have the thing that you procrastinate about the most, the most scared of. Once you tackle it, it's not that bad.
That's right. That's right.
Valerie, thank you so much.
Thanks, Rochelle.
All right.